What's up, YouTube? This is Cheat Made from Coastal Boxing Club. Checking in, just doing a little video. Wanted to talk a little bit about the Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 3 fight. It's taking place next month in Vegas. The press conference, they announced the press conference was going to be, I believe, on the 15th in Los Angeles. I'm right outside of LA. The 15th in California is supposed to be the day that all this shit opens. Everything's gonna be open wide. So maybe that might be available to the public. If it is, me with my little channel and my little bit of subscribers, I am going to be out there and try to get any kind of footage if it's available to the public. Now, about this fight, man, it's a lot of controversy involved with this trilogy. I mean, the first fight was a draw. It was a controversial draw at that. A lot of people think Fury won. I judged the fight a draw, but in a lot of ways, I think Wilder won because off the fact that with the knockdowns and just the bigger punches that he landed. But there were there were moments in the fight where Fury was controlling the action, and you could make an argument, but I gave Wilder the fight because Fury didn't do enough to take the belt from Wilder. He didn't do enough. And then he got knocked down, and then the knockdown in the 12th is very questionable. I don't know what happened with the ring count, the ringside count, mixed in with the referee count, but man, my man had a long time to chill and get his thoughts about himself and reflect and realize that he was in the ring with somebody that got one punch knockout power, like pretty much like nobody else. Deontay Wilder in the rematch, it seemed like something was funny with Wilder. It just didn't seem right. It seemed like everything that Fury did in the second fight affected Wilder, like everything. So it's just weird. I mean, you got the controversy also in the second fight with, possibility with gloves and quote unquote wardrobe malfunctions with Wilder wearing a big suit. Now, me personally, my just opinion on the whole thing is that there had to be something wrong. Wilder just didn't look right, and he was just all over the ring, all over the place. Everything Fury did seemed to affect him. Punches that wasn't even cleanly landing on Wilder had him going all over the place. There was something not right there. But that does not take away from the fact that I think that Tyson Fury is a very sound boxer. I don't get into all that other shit. I know it's politics involved in boxing, and I try to not think about that. I try to just look at it from fighters, fans' perspective. All that other stuff, I'm aware of it. I know about all the stuff behind the scenes, race, all that other stuff. Yeah, we know that shit play into everything. This is the fucking world that we live in, and it's the world that we've been living in. But I can't deny the skills that Tyson Fury has. He's a very talented boxer. Damn, man, how many people out here, his size, man, that moves like that? Like, he is very, very, very talented boxer. But I still believe that in the long run, it's a great styles clash. I mean, you got the boxer versus the puncher, and it doesn't get no more classic than this. Wilder can beat anybody in the heavyweight division with one punch. There's not no heavyweight out there that can stand it if they get caught in the right place by, especially that right hand by Deontay Wilder. It's the boomstick. It's one of the most effective punches that you're gonna ever see. So I feel like Fury is gonna have to figure out a way to not get hit. He gotta have to figure out a way to not get hit, because I feel like Wilder has really got something to prove. Even though I feel like he shouldn't, he doesn't. But, you know, the way people talking about him, you know, like they're basically saying it's a wash, he don't stand a chance. But man, you can't never count nobody out that punch like that, bro. No way. You just can't. Look at what he did to Dominic Brazil. I'm talking about that man, mama felt that punch. I'm talking about, I felt that shit. Dominic Brazil probably still see that man when he go to the bathroom, when he cooking his grits in the morning, he still see Deontay Wilder. The man got punching power out of this world. But I do believe he took Fury light in the first fight. He took him light. Took it like, you know, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, I really do believe sometimes like black fighters, they just cannot seem to see a fighter from another race beating them. I just get this feeling. I've been in boxing camps. I've heard this shit before, personally from fighters. I've been in training camps. They be like, that white boy ain't beating me. Even Puerto Rico, he ain't beating me. I've heard this. It's sad, and you should never ever play with nobody like that. You should never underestimate your opponent. But a lot of black fighters do this. This is no bullshit. Everybody remember, people remember when Bernard Hopkins, when he fought Joe Calzaghe. He ran up on Joe Calzaghe's face, told him straight up, I'd never lose to a white boy. Well, he lost to that white boy. And he finished his career with a white boy knocking him the fuck out of the ring. So there's that. Never underestimate your opponent. But I do know that a lot of black fighters do it. And I think not only did he underestimate Fury the first fight, he went and did it again. I did not like the fact that Wilder was so light at the weigh-in and before the fight in the second fight. I think he was floating around like maybe 210, 215. Nah, man, he thought maybe if he was a little lighter on his feet, maybe he, the hand speed to click a little bit, because he realized that Fury is a hard person to catch. He's hard to catch. So it ended up being a situation where I think he might have overtrained. I think he overtrained. I think he came in there too small. And on top of overtraining, you come in there and you stunting big, You come in there with your little suit on, and, rumor has it was all heavy and you had to wear it for a long time. You got to be all ready to go and before you go to the walkthrough to the ring. So I heard, he was stunting. It was not like he just seemed like he didn't take him serious again. He just really thought, oh, you saw what happened in the 12th round of the last fight. If I catch him sweet, he sleep. And he went in there thinking it again. And then he thought, like, I'll be a little lighter, I'll be a little faster. I can go in there and get him right out of there. But that's not, that obviously that wasn't what happened. But I really do believe subliminally. I don't want to say for sure, but it's just the stigma about it. It just always seems to be weird when it comes to these type of fights. And, like when the black fighter loses to the white fighter, it always just seems to be that type of aura of it for me. This is just for me. Like, I get that feel. This is just my opinion. But I also know from fact and hearing from other fighters that they don't, from other races, like they look at it like, I'm not gonna lose to another fighter from another race. That's another race. It ain't happening. And it's just funny. I just feel like that. I believe that. But it was a draw. It was scored a draw the first fight, but I gave it to Wilder because I don't believe Fury did enough to win it. So the second fight, of course, it is what it is. Fury won by TKO. This third fight, Hey man, it's really a toss up. But what I can say is I believe Wilder has a lot to prove. He wants to prove to the world that he is the best heavyweight. He was looked at that pretty much and looked at as the boogeyman of the heavyweight division when Anthony Joshua had all the titles. He still, look, that fight never happened. It just seemed like Anthony Joshua was trying to do everything in his power to avoid that fight from happening. In a way, it was almost a blessing for Anthony Joshua for Fury to beat Wilder because you saw what happened. As soon as that W happened, they were trying to figure out a way to make Joshua versus Fury happen, which is a very big fight, I might add, and I would love to see it. I'm very intrigued to see it. Honestly, in regards to a boxing match, maybe I might be more intrigued to watch that fight as opposed to Fury Wilder 3. I would be more intrigued to see Joshua versus Fury. But the reason why is that, you know, Joshua's camp is like, oh, well, we don't have to worry about taking that, getting one of them one-hit quitters and sending me to the upper room, you know, so like, that's something that we can go on. Fury is not known as a power puncher. So, I mean, maybe he got power in his gloves, you know, packing an extra punch. I don't know. Hey, I'm not going to, that's not what I really be talking about. I just talk about what I see between two fighters when they actually get in the ring and stuff like that. But I would be intrigued by a Joshua Fury fight, but this fight, we need this. This needs closure. This trilogy needs closure because all of the he cheated and I wasn't ready, my legs that sued, he was on the ground for too long, they robbed me, I really won the first fight. It's just so much controversy behind it that we need the closure, man. I guess me and E will probably get on more, you know, often about this whole topic, you know, up until the fight goes on. Before the fight, up to the fight, and we'll talk more about it. But I just wanted to do a vid, you know, just a little something about that particular fight and about my channel, our channel, excuse me. We're gonna try to be more on location. I'm going to do more, you know, like taking trips to Vegas. I'm in Cali, so like that's not really not that big of a deal. Just going to Vegas. I'm going to anything that's in California, fight events, anything, presses, fights. Just trying to do everything, man, to try to have any type of boxing content. Also, we might, you know, there'll be time to time, we're going to talk about everything. I know this is a boxing channel, but I would like to be able to talk about everything because it's more to life than just boxing. And it's a lot of stuff that be on my mind that I want to talk about. It could be anything. We could be talking about COVID-19. We could be talking about Mitch McConnell. We could be talking about any damn thing. We could be talking about the stars. We could be talking about Saturday Night Live. I don't fucking know. But we'll talk about all types of topics. We will be going on location for fights, everything. I'm really trying to do the best to get the best content out there that I can. I'm a rookie at all this stuff. Please, I ask for all of my followers and subscribers to be patient. But I will not stop until I try. I will not stop until I do the best that I can to bring my type of content, because this is just homegrown shit right here. This is just original, uncut, and that's what it's gonna be. We're gonna clean it up the best as possible. We learning as we go, and all I ask is that you grow with the channel, because we growing too, in all of it. I mean, even though I know a lot about boxing, I don't know everything, and people that say they know everything, they don't fucking know everything. So let's all grow together. Everybody that comes into boxing, people talk about casual fans and everything like that. Welcome, come on in. We want you here. You don't know a lot about boxing? Come on in and find out some things. You know what I mean? Get informed. Become a true fan. That's how you become a fan. People always shut people out that don't know much. Well, inform them. Put them on the game. Let's all grow together. This is Chi Ming. Subscribe to the channel. It's Coastal Boxing Channel. The CBC. My boy E, he lives in Florida and I'm in California. So we're gonna be basically, you know, doing stuff from both sides of the water. All types of things that are going on in Florida. He's gonna try to tap in on that. And I'm gonna be on the West Coast, and then there'll be times we'll collaborate and meet up on site. Fight night, who knows? Could be Vegas, could be Texas, could be New York City, could be anywhere. But we're gonna be there and we're gonna get good content out to our subscribers. I appreciate everyone that has decided to subscribe and watched all of our videos. We got more coming soon. We appreciate all y'all. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. I'm finna finish getting high. Peace.